No, 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 no.
Gunshots, gunshots. Oh my.
These are some of the most unsettling clips ever recorded. I've searched through countless videos to bring you only the most intense moments, so viewer discretion is advised. Let's start with this first terrifying encounter. Picture this. A lone trucker, just another day on the job, driving through the isolated roads of the Sunchild First Nation Reservation. His mission? To pick up equipment from an industrial site buried deep within the wilderness. Everything seems ordinary, until it isn't. As the trucker navigates the winding paths, he unknowingly captures something on his camera, something lurking just beyond the trees. A dark, large, and hairy figure, partially hidden among the branches, its eyes locked on the truck. But it doesn't move. The trucker, unaware of the ominous presence he's just recorded, continues on his way, pulling over to park his truck nearby. But then, it happens. Suddenly, the silence of the wilderness is shattered by loud, terrifying bangs coming from deep within the forest. The trucker freezes, his heart pounding as he realizes he's not alone. Panic sets in. Without a second thought, he scrambles back into his truck. He drives away, desperate to escape whatever it is that might be out there. But the question remains. What did he capture on camera? Was it simply a trick of the light? Or something much more terrifying? Let me know in the comments what you think. Meet Thomas, the face behind the YouTube channel Thomas Locke. Known for his outdoorsy content with a personal twist, Thomas treats his channel like a journal, sharing not just his adventures, but also his thoughts and feelings. Today, he's venturing into a forest just 20 minutes from his home, with his faithful companion, Archie, by his side. It's supposed to be a simple camping trip, but little did he know, he wouldn't be staying for long. As they walk through the forest, searching for the perfect spot to set up camp, Archie's behavior starts to change.
Archie. Archie. What's that about?
Normally, Archie is calm and sticks close by, but today he's restless, darting from side to side, sniffing the air with unusual intensity.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll get some food going, get some smidge spray on, and then I'll see how I feel. Just doesn't feel right. Let's get some food on. Just my mind playing tricks on me.
Thomas notices this odd behavior and feels a pang of unease. Maybe Archie senses something that Thomas doesn't. As Thomas tries to settle in and wants to prepare dinner, his unease only grows.
His dog's tail, he keeps looking over there. His tail. It's just completely dropped. He keeps looking in that direction.
Archie's eyes are fixed on a particular spot in the forest, his tail tucked low, a clear sign that something is off. The once happy dog now seems on edge, and Thomas can't shake the feeling that they're not alone.
Does that prove that something feels genuinely off? We're out here, man.
With every passing minute, Thomas's discomfort deepens. Archie's strange behavior is too much to ignore, and he decides it's time to leave.
and just go, which is exactly what I'm doing. I can't wait to look back at this footage and determine whether, like, my fears were justified, if it was just like my mind clearly playing tricks on me. That Archie was actually super calm and that it was nothing. But man, that didn't feel like nothing. Bad vibes, man. Bad vibes. I don't feel the slightest bit of regret. I feel that I've made the right choice.
Quickly packing up, Thomas heads back to his car, his heart racing. Just as they reach the car, a sound stops him in his tracks.
What the fuck was that? You won't have heard that because I've got my mic on me. Can you hear that? Let me switch my mic off. I'm not messing around. I really hope the mic picked up. All the hairs on my back are up right now.
From deep within the forest comes an eerie howl, unlike anything Thomas has ever heard. Was it a wild animal or something more sinister? Whatever it was, Thomas knew he made the right choice by leaving. He jumps into his car, with Archie beside him, and speeds away.
I promise you I'm not doing this for content. I Holy crap. Mate. Maybe I should quit camping.
This experience serves as a stark reminder. Always trust your instincts and never ignore the warnings of your loyal dog. It's unsettling to realize how often we take the safety of our everyday surroundings for granted. Had Archie not been there, Thomas might have stayed longer, risking a far more dangerous encounter. A cold winter evening on December 30th, 2023. Popular YouTuber Chris Baird, known for his eerie explorations of haunted places, sets out on a camping trip with his friends Benjamin and Yasko. These three are no strangers to the paranormal, but what they encounter this night is far more terrifying than any ghost. As night falls, they arrive at a dense forest, a perfect setting for one of their eerie adventures. After setting up camp, the trio decides to split up and explore the dark woods. Chris, ever the thrill seeker, pulls out a spirit box, hoping to communicate with the other side. But the forest remains eerily silent. Until this happens.
This is creepy because we're just going farther and farther in the woods, and there's nothing around us right now. It sounds like someone's walking around in the snow. And again, I'm a realist here. Like, there could actually be an animal nearby. Animal could be in like a little hole. Whatever it is likes to hang out in here, clearly. Like, look at all that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you?
Agonizing.
It is agonizing. It's agonizingly scary. Did you just tap on that tree? Something out here is trying to scare me. This forest is too much. Like, for real.
Faint footsteps begin to echo around Chris, seemingly out of nowhere. He scans the area, but sees nothing. Unnerved, Chris decides to head back to the campsite where he would reunite with Benjamin and Yasko by the car.
I hope that things go smooth for the rest of the night, because I don't know how much more of this craziness I can take. What was that? You guys good? I don't know what I'm doing, my light is all messed up.
Something's coming.
What?
Something's coming.
Where?
Like a vehicle or something. What if it's that same vehicle from earlier?
It might be.
Hold on.
Like, you actually think there's a vehicle coming right now?
Listen, listen.
Oh, I see lights, Dude, cut your light. Cut your lights right now.
Little do they know, the night is about to take a terrifying turn.
You guys good? I don't know what I'm doing. My light is almost up.
Something's coming.
What?
Something's coming.
Where?
Like a vehicle or something. What if it's that same vehicle from earlier?
It might be.
Hold on.
Like, you actually think there's a vehicle coming right now?
Listen, listen.
Oh, I see lights, Dude, cut your light. Cut your lights right now. Look at, there's a light up there.
Hey, is that a car?
I literally see lights coming at us. Look at that. We're all lit up. I'm turning myself up. You guys see those lights up there? Yo, they're shining a light around.
Wait, what?
They're shining a light around. Look. What was that?
Are they still at the campsite?
I don't know. I can't tell. Whoa. Are we seeing lights or are we just seeing the fire? Because I'm pretty sure I saw like a flashlight shining around, but I could be wrong.
No, I saw something too.
There's only lights right there.
Get down.
Yo, it's right there. Look it. Oh shit. I don't know. There's more than one.
What?
Just stay down.
Dude, they're driving really slow.
Oh, yo.
They stopped at our campsite.
What are they doing?
Ooh.
They just took off. Bro, what the hell was that?
Why did they stop at the campsite?
How many people do you think there were? Are you good? Let's all stick together. This is so weird.
They hear the rumble of a car engine approaching their campsite. The vehicle stops by their camp, and the three friends hold their breath, staying as quiet as possible. The car lingers, its intentions unknown, before finally driving away. For now, they remain unseen, but the unease settles deep into their bones.
Hold on. We gotta talk about something for a second. If they came from that way,
What was that other light?
someone came from that way and was like walking around our campsite with flashlights.
Thousand
Did they
percent.
pick them up?
They might have. Maybe there actually was somebody out here. I don't see anybody.
I don't see anything either.
I think we're okay. Dude.
Yeah, that's a little strange. Because here's the thing. If someone's out here with doing like a little campsite thing, why would you show up with lights outside of your windows, like pointing them and stuff?
Doesn't make any sense. Like they were just like shining, like I don't know if they were gonna try to take some stuff. So they pointed their lights at us. It was really weird. I just have a weird feeling.
I'm just curious about what we saw initially, because there was noises and people from both
Before that
directions.
vehicle came,
Yeah,
right?
before they came.
I saw a light moving around, without a doubt.
Just when they think they're safe, they're encountering a life-threatening situation.
Like I'm almost nervous to go down there now. So I just don't know. Alright, no.
Gunshots.
Oh my god, yo, dude, kill the fire, let's get out of here, dude. Seriously, let's get the out of here. Kill the fire, let's get out of here. Get this out. Dude, fuck this. Those are gunshots. Here, pipe this. I'm just packing anything up, dude. What the fuck? This is broken. You can't close your case.
Hurry.
Go. Get in the truck. Go. That ain't worth it. It is not worth it.
They were trying to scare us.
That was so close to us, too.
They were trying to
Were they
scare us.
shooting at us?
That's
why I just don't understand.
But they were definitely trying to scare us. I could say that with 100% certainty.
You're trying to cover stuff, so just be careful. We have to like pull over down here. I want to get somewhere safe right now.
Gunshots ring out through the forest. Panic sets in as the reality of the situation hits. This is no longer a ghost hunt, but a life-threatening encounter. They grab their bags and run, leaving everything behind, fleeing the forest at breakneck speed. Chris, Benjamin, and Yasko escaped the forest safely, but the mystery of that night lingers. Were the people in the car targeting them, or was something even more sinister at play? With no updates since, the unanswered questions leave us all wondering. It's June 12th, 2024, and Frank decides to head out for yet another exploration. This time, he ventures into a cemetery where rumors say that, at night, grave robbers lurk to steal valuable belongings from those who have been buried there. Not exactly the kind of people you'd want to run into late at night, but Frank doesn't think too much about it and ventures out to the cemetery.
In fact, don't quote me on that. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. It just depends on how tonight goes out. But I'm already nervous as it is. It's quiet, and I don't know who's seen me come in. That being said, let's get into the video.
Already unnerved by the uncertainty of who might be inside, Frank decides to distract himself by giving his viewers a closer look at the area. As he films in the darkness, he recalls his previous visit during the daytime, describing the layout and key details of the surroundings.
Whatever this is, hold on, let me see if I can make it more clear. And back there, behind it on the far left, I just saw a light turn on and off. There's a chance that I might have been spotted being out here.
Frank mentions a faint light in the distance, suddenly disappearing. Could it mean that someone saw him entering the cemetery? Not knowing for sure, he decides to stay on high alert, his eyes scanning the pitch-black area while watching through his night vision camera, hoping to spot any movement.
Hold on. I could already hear talking. Listen. It's way out there. Damn, man, I really don't want to go back out there. I hate this. I was trying to figure out another place to take you guys, but I'm currently waiting on two things that I gotta get done, and the only place I have to take you that is actually really creepy is this place. There it is again. Right over there.
Frank hears voices in the distance, coming from up the hill. It seems like he's not alone out here. Remembering the rumors about grave robbers, he decides to move cautiously, not wanting to run into any trouble.
I still keep hearing voices around up through here and right up through over here. Right in front of me is where where the mausoleum is and where I seen. You heard that? Listen. I hear somebody laughing. I don't see anyone. But I literally heard somebody laughing, and I feel like they're around me. I don't know where exactly it's coming from. Oh, I just got goosebumps. I'm getting sounds from all directions around me. I'm not sure where to look. So there's a light that just turned on in the back, right over there. I'm gonna turn off my light here. See it? On. And I think that's a motion sensor light for one of the buildings in the back. There is no one else here, and something up. What? It just turned off now.
It's clear that someone is out there. Frank is not alone. A sense of unease creeps in as he realizes he has no idea who they are or what their intentions might be. Moving cautiously, he ventures deeper into the cemetery, hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious figure lurking in the darkness.
I am going to make my way inside this mausoleum area, only because I am kind of terrified right now. The creepiest thing is when you hear things around you, and you don't see a damn thing anywhere. I feel like there's something back behind that mausoleum, but I haven't seen anything. I just keep hearing stuff. I have not shined any flashlights yet. I really don't want to. I just don't want anybody knowing my location. Listen. I don't see anything. I'm gonna get closer. I want to see if I can see anything. What? There is nothing. At this point now, I'm actually starting to question if what I'm hearing is even people at all, or if it's something else, because I should at least be able to see something. Kind of lurking, or people moving around or talking, or a light. I did see some lights here and there. Hold on. I don't know what it is that I'm hearing, but I don't think that's people. I don't know what the hell it is that I'm hearing. It sounds like it's coming from right in front of these chairs, these Masonic chairs here. Listen. I haven't even made it to the creepy area yet. It's back there down this road. It's like a dark area. But as far as right here, I'm hearing sounds of talking.
Frank can't believe his eyes. It's clear that someone is yelling or talking in the distance. Yet when he looks around, no one is there. Whatever it was, it felt strange and unexplainable. A deep sense of unease settles in, and Frank knows he needs to stay alert. Little did he know that soon, the source of those eerie sounds would reveal itself.
So there's a guy following me way up there. He just turned off his lights. He's in the darkness. You see him? He's right there. No matter where I go, he keeps coming in, turning off his lights. He just turned them off again. The thing is, he's following me around the graveyard. I don't know what his deal is. This is weird. He's like shining his high beams right at me, and I'm far away. Come on, man, now is not the time. I don't even know if they're just trying to scare me out of the graveyard, or is this the same person, or what? He's moving.
the unknown vehicle in the distance turns its lights off once again. Whether they are following Franco or not remains unclear, but after dark, one can never be too careful. Perhaps this person knows something about the cemetery that Franco doesn't and is keeping an eye on him. Or maybe there's something far more sinister at play.
I don't know what his idea is or what his plan is. I still see him. He's driving with his lights off. This guy's trying to intimidate me.
The car darkens its lights and starts driving towards Franco. He hurriedly makes it back to his truck and drives out of the cemetery, trying to calm his nerves and come up with a new plan. But just as he thinks he has a plan, he sees the vehicle driving away.
It looks like our suspect is now leaving the facility. I knew you were hiding in the darkness. God only knows what it was. But there he goes. I think he knows he's been busted now because he sees me looking right at him. He's like, oh, guy's right there. There's two people in a car.
Once the coast is clear again, Frank makes his way back in. He walks the road and explores the graveyard, hoping he is truly alone this time.
There's another port to get inside this little area, and I don't know where it is. I don't know if I passed it or not, but I seem to be missing. I just got the whistle. Oh shit. Someone's whistling. That's how I know it's the same person. The same whistle. I just switched over to my night vision camera. I definitely got the attention of someone now. Oh, look. Right over there. There. Whatever it is, it's really pale. Can I help you? I'm not getting anywhere near it. That's the trail right there. That's literally the trail. It's going back in. It just went right back in. I don't know what the thing is, but it looks tall.
Horrified, Frank sprints out of the forest trail, his heart pounding. He has no idea what he just saw. It seemed human, but the pale, ghostly face told a different story. It was unnaturally tall and lanky, unlike anything Frank had ever encountered. And then, there was the whistle. Was it coming from that creature, or were there more of them lurking in the darkness? Not wanting to risk a dangerous encounter, Frank makes a split-second decision. He sprints out of the cemetery, choosing safety over confrontation.
Tonight was a crazy night, and I really believe somebody's living back there in the forest. I'm not sure what that is all about.
Recounting everything he experienced, Frank realizes it was a night unlike any other. The ride home is silent. Frank sits in deep thought, replaying everything over and over. What exactly did he see? He feels frustrated that he didn't make it through the night as planned. But then again, better this than something far worse. Still, the unanswered questions gnaw at him. What was that eerie talking and murmuring he heard? Who were the people in the car? Were they connected to the whistle and the creature? Or was something far more sinister at play? It seems, for now, this mystery will remain unsolved. Maeve and her boyfriend, Brian, had recently settled into their new home in Gainestown, USA, an idyllic spot on the fringes of a dense forest. The couple had longed for a tranquil life closer to nature, and their new house seemed like the perfect retreat. Their first evening in the home was spent unpacking and toasting to a new beginning in serene surroundings. That night, they fell asleep to the soft, comforting whispers of the forest. However, their peace was shattered in the early hours when a harrowing scream pierced the night air. Startled from sleep, Maeve and Brian lay in the dark, hearts racing. The sound was distant, yet clear enough to be unmistakable. A high-pitched scream that seemed to emanate from deep within the woods. Tentatively, they approached the window to investigate, the chilly night air brushing against their faces as they listened intently. But the forest returned to its eerie silence. The next day, the couple scoured the internet for any plausible explanations, wondering if perhaps a fox or an owl could be responsible. However, their search turned up no satisfying answers. As the days passed, the mysterious screams continued to disrupt the night at irregular intervals. Concerned and curious, Brian proposed recording the nocturnal disturbances. Equipping themselves with Maeve's phone, they managed to capture the unsettling sounds on video. Eager for insights, they uploaded the clip to TikTok. The response was overwhelming. The comment section buzzed with speculations. Some viewers suggested it was a screech owl, known for its eerie calls, while others argued it might be the scream of a fox. But as more locals chimed in, a sense of unease grew. The phenomenon wasn't isolated. Many nearby residents reported similar experiences. Despite the flood of theories, the source of the screams remained elusive. What do you think? Was it a wild animal, a spirit, or something far more terrifying? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. In this chilling video, 3 YouTubers, Yuri and Lenda and Siad, venture into an abandoned building deep in the woods, a place rumored to be haunted by a dark, demonic entity. No one has dared to explore this site, until now. It's June 16th, 2021, and the 3 friends decide to face the unknown. Each of them is armed, ready for whatever may come. Little did they know, this would be a decision they would soon regret. After walking through the forest for half an hour, they finally reach the haunted mansion. They step inside, nerves on edge, unaware of the horrors awaiting them. And almost immediately, things take a sinister turn.
Você ouviu? Mano, que é isso, velho? É risada.
Ó, Yuri, entra nesse cômodo aqui, vou entrar nesse.
Entra aí, entra aí, entra aí.
Vem comigo. Ele tá aqui, mano.
Ó. Tem alguma entidade aqui? Alguma criança está nesse local ainda? Se tiver, nos dê um sinal.
Faint, eerie laughter echoes from one of the rooms. Yuri, mustering his courage, steps in, only to find an empty room, the unsettling laughter vanishing into silence. But that's just the beginning.
Ô. Foi no cômodo do meio aqui, ó.
Foi aqui, mano?
Foi aí mesmo.
Dá um sinal pra gente. Criança, é você que tá aqui? Ó aqui, mano. Olha isso daí, velho.
Que foi?
Olha aqui, Yuri. Vem.
Que, velho?
Tá vindo lá fora, mano.
Tem alguém lá
Tá
fora.
mexendo, velho?
Suddenly, something falls into the room, like if it's thrown by someone. They rush to the window and see a nearby bush swaying wildly as though something unseen is lurking just beyond their reach. Could it all be paranormal? They continue their investigation, hoping the disturbances are over. But as they move to another part of the house, the atmosphere only grows darker.
Vem.
Ô, velho, tem alguma coisa aí, mano. Vai, 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 vai.
O que foi isso, Yuri? Não tem ninguém aqui, velho.
Olha aí atrás, o que tem aí?
Nada, mano, não tem nada.
Como não, velho?
Just as Lenda steps through the doorway, the door slams shut, knocking him to the ground. He scrambles back up, scanning the empty room with growing dread. But again, no one in sight. They realize this isn't just any ghost. Whatever's here has an undeniable, powerful presence. And the worst is yet to come.
Mano, vai entrar.
Ô.
Mano, o que é isso aí, velho?
Ô, é uma criança, velho. Sai, velho. Sai.
Sai. Mano, o que é isso aí, velho?
Moments later, they turn to find a doll, standing eerily in the center of the room, eyes fixed on them. Terrified, the group raises their weapons toward it, their hands trembling. And then, as if on cue, the door slams shut once more. Panicked, they sprint out of the building, their fear driving them out of the woods, abandoning the haunted mansion for good. The screen goes dark, and that's where the video cuts off. They uploaded the video to their YouTube channel, Cazadores das Sombras, and it immediately caught viewers' attention. Comments poured in from concerned fans, and some questioning if the footage was real or staged. But what do you think? Was it all an elaborate setup, or could something truly sinister be haunting those woods? This chilling Ring camera footage was captured around 1 a.m. By that time, the homeowners were already fast asleep. The next morning, they woke up to something unexpected. As they checked their phones, they noticed a notification from the Ring app. Motion detected at your door. Confused, they clicked on the alert, and what the camera had captured left them stunned.
Someone fixing or hail from it. I deploys into the field back and we can be lighted after you. Someone fixing or hail from it. I deploys into the field back and we can be lighted after you.
On screen was a woman, but not just any woman. Her appearance was almost otherworldly. Dark circles hung heavy under her eyes. She shuffled back and forth in front of the door, mumbling in a language that was completely unintelligible. The couple, shocked by what they had witnessed, uploaded the footage to TikTok to share what they had experienced. Fortunately, the woman never returned. But even now, they remain deeply unsettled. And honestly, who could blame them? It was the night of December 4th, 2003.
I'm gonna go try to get them to stop doing that.
When a police officer patrolling a park in Arlington, Virginia, was approached by a concerned family. They reported hearing what sounded like a flare gun being fired from a nearby neighborhood. The officer listened carefully, and sure enough, the distinct popping sound echoed in the distance. Following the noise, he soon arrived at the residence of 56-year-old James Yu. James lived alone in a duplex and had built a reputation in the neighborhood as an eccentric loner. He was known for erratic behavior, and his social media was littered with bizarre claims. He insisted that he was a victim of fraud, targeted by various government agencies, and he harbored an intense distrust of both law enforcement and federal institutions. In his mind, he was constantly under threat. His enemies, he believed, included his ex-wife, the FBI, and even his own neighbors. Many of his statements made little sense, and neither did his actions in the months leading up to that night. He had covered every window in his home with garbage bags and aluminum foil, wrapped his trees in toilet paper. And now, his behavior had escalated into something much more alarming. When officers reached his home, they saw him at a window, repeatedly firing a flare gun into the night sky. Despite their attempts to get him to stop, James ignored every command. In just 25 minutes, he had fired 41 flares.
County Police! Stop shooting the flares! Mr. Yu!
Never offering a single word of explanation. At this point, authorities had no idea what his intentions were. Was he trying to send a signal? Was he armed with something more dangerous? They needed to get him out of the house to assess whether he posed a real threat. For hours, officers called out to him, at first calmly requesting, then forcefully ordering him to exit the house.
James, Arlington Police, come to the front door with your hands up. Do it now. We have your building surrounded.
But James never answered. With the situation at a standstill and growing concerns that he could be planning something more dangerous, police escalated their response. They brought in an armored vehicle, using it to break down the door and flood the inside of the home with gas, hoping to force James out.
James, stay away from your front door. Stay away from your front door, James.
Instead, he responded by opening fire again. But this time, he wasn't using a flare gun. Now, he was shooting with a real firearm. Luckily, none of his bullets hit the officers, but the encounter had taken a much darker turn. With the situation spiraling out of control, the police pulled back, carefully strategizing their next move. They needed a new approach to bring James into custody safely. But before they could act, everything changed.
Yeah.
Without warning, an enormous explosion tore through the house, obliterating it in an instant. The force of the blast reduced the entire structure to rubble. Investigators later uncovered that James had been stockpiling 55 gallons of gasoline in his basement, seemingly waiting for the right moment to ignite it. Speculation quickly followed. Some believed James had intended to lure law enforcement inside before setting off the explosion, aiming to take out the officers along with his neighbors, people he was convinced were plotting against him. Yet, miraculously, despite the scale of destruction, not a single police officer or civilian was harmed. The only body recovered from the wreckage belonged to just one person. And yet, for a short time, the story didn't end there. Before authorities could confirm the identity of the remains, rumors began spreading online that James Yu had somehow survived the blast. Posts appeared on what seemed to be his personal YouTube account, where someone claiming to be him insisted that the entire incident was a government cover-up. They stated that he had never been inside the house at all, and that the real story was being hidden from the public. And when looking back, there was something unsettling about the fact that, throughout the entire ordeal, there was no clear footage of him, nor had anyone ever actually heard his voice. The mystery only deepened as these claims went viral. But in the end, there was a simple explanation. The account posting these statements wasn't actually his. The username didn't match, and the comments were later determined to be nothing more than an elaborate hoax. Still, even today, some people believe there's more to the story than what was officially reported. Was James Yu the target of something bigger, or was he simply a man consumed by paranoia and isolation? His fears culminating in one final destructive act. Whatever the case, his story remains one of the most chilling and inexplicable events ever documented on YouTube. Urban explorers are no strangers to creepy encounters. But what a group of Canadian explorers found inside an abandoned insane asylum was beyond anything they could have imagined. The group makes their way through the decaying structure, the silence broken only by their footsteps and the occasional creaking of the old building. Peeling paint, rusted hospital beds, and scattered documents hint at the asylum's disturbing past. Then, something strange happens.
This is like the psych ward. This is where they kept the crazies. Wait a minute. What? Quick sec. Security, what is this? Is everyone as fast as in here? Shh. Shh. Did you hear that? Man, that was coming from upstairs. Let's go see. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. It came from upstairs. It's up the stairs. Guys. Go first, man. Shh. No. Because I want to get this on video. I want to get the video, man. Did you watch the Asylum? They filmed that same exact thing up here.
A bizarre sound echoes from the upper floors. At first, they assume it's just the building settling, maybe an animal. But as the sounds continue, they realize it's something else. They hesitate, but curiosity pushes them forward. As they climb the stairs, the noises grow louder. And that's when they see it.
Man. Yeah. Shh. Look. Let's go this way. Where'd the other guys go?
A figure emerges from the shadows, moving erratically. Its limbs contort in unnatural ways, and it lets out unsettling sounds that don't seem human. Panic sets in, and they flee out of the building. Online, speculation runs wild. Some claim it's a cryptid, a supernatural being lurking in the darkness. Others suggest it could be a former patient, someone who never truly left the asylum. But a closer look reveals something chilling yet explainable. This figure is wearing shoes. So what does that mean? It wasn't some creature, it was a person. But who? And why were they there, moving in such an inhuman way? Was this just a disturbed individual taking shelter in the abandoned building? A hoax set up for views? Or something even stranger? Something we can't quite explain? What do you think? Let us know your theories in the comments below. In the summer of 2022, in Korea, an upscale corporate villa known as Joseph Israel was rented out for what was supposed to be a lively and enjoyable company event. The villa, known for its luxurious outdoor pool area, had been secured by a local marketing agency as the perfect setting for employees to relax and bond outside of the usual work environment. On July 21st, 50 employees gathered for the event, soaking in the summer heat and cooling off in the pristine blue waters of the pool. Everything seemed to be going smoothly, the perfect mix of socializing, drinks, and swimming. But then, something unusual started happening. Some partygoers began to notice the water level slowly receding. At first, it was subtle, hardly noticeable, but soon the drop became more apparent. One observant attendee, sensing that something wasn't right, pulled out their phone and began recording. And just as they hit record, chaos erupted. Without warning, the ground beneath the pool gave way, collapsing into a massive sinkhole. The peaceful waters instantly transformed into a swirling vortex, dragging everything in its path down into the earth. The powerful suction created an overwhelming current, pulling pool floats, water, and even people into its depths. In mere seconds, the once-filled pool was completely drained, leaving nothing but a gaping chasm where the water used to be. Fortunately, only 6 people had been in the pool at the time. 3 of them managed to react quickly, scrambling out of the water before they could be caught in the sinkhole's pull. One man was nearly swallowed by the collapse, slipping and falling just inches from the crater's edge. But, miraculously, he too was able to escape. However, 2 others were not as lucky. Before the video even began, both men had already been sucked into the depths of the sinkhole. One of them managed to fight his way back to safety, but the other, 32-year-old Khalil Kim Hee, was nowhere to be found. When rescuers arrived on the scene, they attempted to enter the hole, expecting to find a shallow pit. Instead, they discovered that the sinkhole was far deeper than anyone had imagined, plummeting an astonishing 43 feet straight down. Worse still, the opening had rapidly filled with water, making any rescue attempt even more perilous. For 4 grueling hours, divers navigated the tight, claustrophobic void, desperately searching for Khalil. But by the time they reached him, it was already too late. Trapped at the very bottom of the sinkhole, he had drowned long before help could arrive. His final moments were likely some of the most terrifying imaginable. Suddenly being pulled underwater, dragged down into complete darkness, with no possible escape. When the dust settled, an investigation revealed the tragic truth behind the collapse. The villa's owner had constructed the pool without the proper permits, placing it in an area where the ground was structurally unsafe. As a result, he was charged with negligent manslaughter. While this disaster claimed only 1 life, it's chilling to consider how much worse it could have been. If more people had been in the pool at that moment, the death toll could have been catastrophic. But perhaps the most unsettling part of it all is just how sudden and unpredictable the event was. One moment, you're swimming in a luxury pool under the summer sun. The next, you're being dragged 40 feet underground, trapped in complete darkness, drowning with no chance of survival. Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these horrifying clips, click to see more on the video on screen.